Closing costs for a condo in New York City. What are they? Let's talk about it. G'day and welcome to another episode of Daddy Knows Best. I'm Property Daddy NYC, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, do so now. Ring that bell for future notifications, and if you love the video, please leave a comment below. Always love to hear from you. Today we're talking about closing costs for a condominium in New York City. Let's call them a condo for short. There's two sides of the transaction, the seller and the buyer. Let's start with the seller and see what their closing costs are. The seller will have their own attorney, and the seller's attorney's fees will start at about $2,000 and go up to about $4,500. If the transaction proves to be a little bit more complicated, then the attorney fees will be higher. New York City real property transfer tax is 1% on properties under $500,000 and 1.425% on properties over $500,000. New York State transfer tax is 0.4% of the sale price for properties under $3 million and 0.65% of the sale price for properties at $3 million or over. The payoff bank fees, if applicable, can be $250 and up. The managing agent's fees can start at about $650 and up. The move-out deposit for the seller would be about $1,000 or more. The broker commission, which the seller pays, is normally about 6% of the sale price. The e-tax filing or the ACRIS fee is $100. The property condition disclosure waiver fee can be $500 to $1,000. And now on to the buyer. As with the seller, the buyer will have their own attorney, and those attorney fees will start at about $2,000 up to about $4,500, and could be higher if the transaction is more complicated. The condo application fee for the buyer starts at about $500 and goes up. Title insurance, title search, and recording fees start at 0.6% and go up. The move-in deposit. Now this could be anywhere between about $500 to $1,000, but the great news is, in most cases, it's refundable if there's no damage. Common charges, property taxes, and insurance premiums are adjusted and prorated at the closing. A judgment and lien search will cost about $400 to $500. The financing or the recognition agreement fee will be about $250 to $500. Last but not least is the New York City mansion tax. Now this applies to purchases of $1 million or more. It starts at 1% of the purchase price for $1 million and staggers up to 3.9% for homes of $25 million or more. I put all these details about closing costs in the description below, so if you have any questions or ideas, please feel free to reach out. And that's it for another episode of Daddy Knows Best. I'm Property Daddy NYC, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, do so now. Ring that bell for future notifications, and if you love the video, please leave a comment below. Always love to hear from you. Okay, take care, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next episode of Daddy Knows Best.
Yes, here comes Property Daddy now, bouncing down that New York trail. Hippity hoppity, Daddy's on his way.